Hello everybody, my name is Brandon. Welcome back to Cinefessions, where we talk all things media. So it's Tuesday, which means it's time for a new box in my inherited movie collection series. So today we are looking at box number 5, which is like really heavy. I picked it up for the screen cap or for the the image for this video, but it's heavy, so I'm not going to pick it up again. But basically it's an oversized Arizona iced tea box like I've been doing for the past few of these. And so lots of movies stuffed in here, so I am really excited to see what's all here. I'm trying to go through all the ones that are like open, that don't have a top to them first, because then I don't have to worry about kind of averting my eyes as I'm looking at these boxes over here. So 2 more that don't have lids on them, this one and another one, which we'll do probably next week. But then we get into some bigger boxes, so I'm really excited about this, you guys. But yeah, let's do it. If you guys have been enjoying this series, please give this video a like down below. That engagement really does help me out. But with that said, let's not waste any more time at all. Let's dive right into box number 5 of my inherited movie collection. So as I pull my first movie here, I want to point out that I believe this box is actually from the second wave of movies that I received. So the first wave was mostly horror, not entirely horror, but mostly horror. And then the second wave was horror, sci-fi, drama, romance, just kind of a whole mix of genres. And so I think this box here, which we're going to look at today, is going to be a lot of mixed genres, which will be, good for some, maybe a little less cool for others, but it is what it is. So the first one here is Antonio Banderas in Benito, The Rise and Fall of Mussolini. Okay, so that is interesting. His voice gripped the nation and led it to ruin. All right, so I was kind of leaning toward getting rid of this one anyway, but it is in full screen, as you can see there, so I will be donating this one. Benito. I've never even heard of this with Antonio Banderas before. I don't know. Is it any good? Something I should seek out in widescreen? Let me know. And then we have The Sopranos. So I actually just talked about Sopranos in one of my, I think it was at my last thrift store haul, where I had a bunch of TV series, saying that I doubt I'll have any TV series in there. Well, here we go. Here's The Sopranos. So this one has this old GameStop sticker on it, which is fun. They paid $40 for this back in 2005. Man, that's crazy. But anyway, this one I will be donating. I'll go through here and make sure that the discs are actually in here. But this is actually a pretty cool box set for this. But let me just make sure the discs are here so I know that I can donate it. Actually, the GameStop's receipt is still in here. Yeah, $39.99, June 20th, 2005. Yeah, it looks like all the discs are here, so that's good. So definitely something I can put in the donate/sell pile. Honestly, these I don't think are going to be worth too terribly much. I'll probably end up just donating these back to the thrift store where I found my first set of Sopranos. So that goes into the donate pile. And then we have The Truth About Demons. Okay, so this is used DVD. Oh, okay. R, NC-17, NR, unrated. So this is just the generic GameStop DVD sticker for like R-rated movies. So when you discover the truth about demons, can you ever make it back alive? This looks... Yeah, okay, so for mature audiences, contains adult content, adult language, brief nudity, and graphic violence. So I don't see if this is widescreen or full screen. Let me see if it's on the side here. Nope, I don't see, so I'm not sure, but this one looks like one I can probably get rid of. So The Truth About Demons, again, like I always say in these, if this is a movie that I should watch, let me know down in the comments below. I did pull 1 or 2 out from the box number 4 with the bonus box, because you guys were saying how good some of those movies were. So yeah, I did pull those out, so definitely let me know. So next up is Deep Blue Sea, one of my all-time favorites. I love this movie. I think it ended up being my favorite movie from the year it was released, which is crazy because there was a bunch of great movies that year. But when I did my Lifetime of Film movie or video, I love this one. This is such a fantastic film, but I do own this on Blu-ray, so I will be getting rid of that. Hopefully I can get rid of this sticker. Oh, look at that. It actually looks like it's going to come off pretty easily. And I lied. It's not. So I'm just going to leave that on there. Another one I'll probably end up just donating because it's not in the best shape. And then we have Picture Claire. A lot of these are from GameStop today. That's not entirely usual for this, so that's cool. Actually, it looks like this one was originally from Blockbuster, and then it ended up at GameStop, would be my guess, because it has the Blockbuster sticker on the back. But Picture Claire. So I don't know what this is. In only a few hours, Claire's life will be turned upside down. Escaping a group of vengeful drug dealers, Claire flees to Toronto, hoping to find the man of her dreams. But he's not everything he appears to be. I don't know. I don't know anything about this. Oh, it's in full screen, so that takes care of that right there. It's the full screen. Yeah, so don't know this one, and because it's in full screen, I will be getting rid of it. All right, so next up we have, oh, this looks awesome. Arachnid. The tagline, they have come from another world to stay. This is awesome. Oh, yes, it's in widescreen. 100% keeping this one. This looks great. Directed by Jack Shoulder, who I don't recognize offhand, but yeah, very excited about this one. Arachnid, the first one for the keep pile. Heck yeah. Oh, okay, so we have some of these like thin packs here. So, oh, now this one actually looks pretty. This is King Solomon's Treasure and King Solomon's Mine. So I believe these are kind of in the vein of like an Indiana Jones. Maybe Indiana Jones was based off of these? I'm making that up completely, but maybe that's a thing. I don't know. Let me know down below because you'll probably know better than I do. So these are probably, yeah, so they're standard form, but honestly, these could have been originally done in standard. I'm putting this in the maybe pile as a potential binder one. We'll see. Then we have The Legend of Lone Ranger and Zorro. Another one that I just don't need this one. I'll end up donating that one. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. Dick Tracy double feature. You have Dick Tracy meets Gruesome and Dick Tracy Dilemma. This is kind of interesting. This is unique. So I think I might hold on to this. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile. No, you know what? Let's just hold on to it. I'm going to binder this one. I'm putting this in the binder pile. So yeah, we have two now that I'm keeping. Let me see. So here's one from Family Video, just the disc itself. It is Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle, which I do own on Blu-ray, I think, is the... I don't think they released that one on 4K. I have the original on 4K, but not... And the remake, actually, but not the... not Full Throttle. All right, so then we have The War Room. This is interesting. I love documentaries, and this looks very interesting. They changed the way campaigns are won. You know what? Yes. 99% certain I already own this on the Criterion Collection. Let me just double check. I do own this one on Criterion Collection already, so I will end up getting rid of this one. Let me just make sure the disc is inside there, and it is another GameStop sticker. This one from July of 2005. Awesome. He only paid $5 for this one, though, so a little bit of a better deal for him. So, yeah, The War Room, which is a Criterion release that I own on Blu-ray. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this is in here. This is amazing. This is Pinocchio's Revenge. Now, this was a movie that I actually tracked down, I want to say in 2020, because I remembered watching this when I was younger, and it always terrified me. I am such a big fan of, like, Night of the Living Dummy with from the Goosebumps line, written by R.L. Stine. And so I watched this one when I was younger, and it just scared the heck out of me. And so I searched for this one and was able to find it last year. I bought it brand new. This is in full screen, but that is the original aspect ratio, so I didn't have any problem with it. And this is the only DVD available. So I would absolutely be keeping this one if I didn't own it, but because I do own it, I will be trading this one off. So yeah, just an awesome movie. Now, mind you, it has been decades since I've seen this, and it's a made-for-TV horror movie, but yeah, it is. It was a lot of fun when I was younger, so I love that this is in here. Like, what a cool ad that would have been to the collection if I didn't already have it, but yeah, just awesome. So next up, we have Merlin, and this one I'm hoping is in widescreen. This is the full-length broadcast version, so that's interesting. I don't see if it's in full screen or widescreen. I have no idea. I hate when they don't put them on there, but I guess at one point when DVDs were coming out, people didn't care. They didn't even think about that. So maybe that's this. Oh, it says standard. But it does say the full-length broadcast version, so I need to look this one up. I'm putting this in the maybe pile because if this is, the OAR is full screen, I will definitely hold on to it. But yeah, looks pretty interesting. It is, a well-known name, so maybe I'll end up keeping that. We'll see. I'm putting that in the maybe pile. And then we have Who Shot Pat with Sandra Bullock. Interesting. I have never heard of this one. If you thought growing up wasn't much fun, you didn't grow up in Brooklyn. Again, this is another one where I don't see if it's full screen or widescreen anywhere on here. So I'm just probably going to trade this one off. So Sandra Bullock, Who Shot Pat? This one feels pretty light. Nope, it's in there, which is good. Let's see if it says anything on the disc, which it doesn't. So I don't know. Again, another one I've just never heard of before, which is weird because I really like Sandra Bullock. Like, who doesn't? She's excellent. But I'm putting that in the trade pile for now. Again, let me know if I should pull that out. And then we have Meg Ryan, Mark Ruffalo, and Jennifer Jason Leigh in The Cut. I know this movie, but I can't think of why I know this. Everything you know about Desire is dead wrong. So this is in widescreen. In the underbelly of Lower Manhattan, Franny Avery, a reserved English professor, becomes obsessed after seeing more than she should of an impassioned couple. Okay, so a stalker movie? Yeah, I'm going to hold on to this one. Another one where I'll have to swap out the case. So yeah, I'm going to hold on to In the Cut. I don't know much about it, but it sounds interesting, and it's in widescreen, so why not? And then we have... Okay, this is a weird one. So, Monsoon Wife Return to Kama Sutra. So I'm going to guess that this is definitely aimed at adult audiences, are for sexual content, language, and some drug material. 4 Americans become entangled in an illicit web of love and deceit in modern-day Cambodia. All right, it's a letterboxed presentation. I don't know. I'm probably just going to go ahead and get rid of this one. I don't know. It just looks weird. So trading that one away. Don't need that. Oh, here we have Aesop's Fables cartoon craze. How random is this? I'm going to donate this one, but yeah, Aesop's Fables. Ooh, Soul Survivors, The Killer Cut. I already do own this one. I actually got this from Chuck on, he's Chuck XL on Twitter, but he is part of the Bad Movie Fiends podcast. He used to do a 30 days of horror, basically, every Halloween or every October, moved it to September, and then ended up stopping it. But one year he did his Fantastic Garbage giveaway, and that's where I was able to get this one. So Soul Survivor, The Final Cut, I will end up getting rid of just because I already own it. Oh, this is cool. This is Hell Night with Linda Blair. So, do I own this one? This is, I believe, available on Scream Factory, if I'm not mistaken. And I feel like... No, I don't own it. Do I? I gotta look. I might have grabbed this in another box. Give me 1 second. So I just looked through my stack of the other boxes that I opened, and I don't see this one in there. So I'm definitely holding on to this. I don't know why this is so familiar to me, but I know Hell Night, like I said, I believe it's a Scream Factory release. But yeah, I don't own it, so I will hold on to the DVD in the meantime, and it is in widescreen. So Hell Night goes in the keep pile. And then we have The Prophecy Uprising. Now, I believe I actually own like all of the Prophecy movies on one of those old, maybe it was an old Mill Creek set. So I do own this one, so I will be getting rid of The Prophecy Uprising. Then we have Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Is this, yeah, this is the remake, and one of my favorite films of all time. The reason I will always give remakes a chance, this is just a fantastic film, but I do own it on Blu-ray, so I will be getting rid of that one. So this looks really creepy. Beyond the Wall of Sleep, and it's an H.P. Lovecraft movie. Very interesting. The Catskill Mountains, New York, 1908. Joe Slater, a mysterious mountain man with an odd deformity on his back, is committed to the to an asylum after the brutal murder of his family. Okay, yep, definitely holding on to this one. It is in widescreen. Fortunately, the back doesn't really have much on it, but the front is like that's a creepy cover. I really like that. So, intrigued to see what that one's all about. And then we have The Mask with Jim Carrey. So, yeah, this is what I'm talking about, which, you know, kind of just random genres in here. And this one, is this in widescreen? You know what? I think I have this one already on Blu-ray, if I'm not mistaken. So I actually don't own this one on Blu-ray already, so I will hold on to this. This does have the widescreen and the full screen version on it, listed in the special features up there. So yeah, this is one where, like, I was never the biggest fan of this, but I love Jim Carrey, so why not hold on to it? And this is actually in, like, perfect condition. So yeah, definitely gonna hold on to Mask, and eventually I might upgrade that to Blu-ray if I decide I need to. Oh, and then we have The Hills Have Eyes remake. Another reason I love remakes. This is such a good one, but one I do own on Blu-ray. The Alexander Aja film. And then we have H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds. So I actually do own this one already, and I watched this thanks to my TBW game. I ended up watching this one, and it's actually a lot better than you would expect it to be. So yeah, this is a decent movie, and you can see it is from the Asylum down here, and I actually liked it. I thought it was pretty darn good for what it was. So this is one I already do own, though, so I will be donating or trading that one. And then we have Alien Resurrection. I do think this one is quite a bit underrated. I really enjoyed this. And so, yeah, of course, I own this one as well on the, where is it? Yeah, can you even see it up there? Yeah, the Alien Anthology set. And then we have, oh, okay, so this looks cool. This is another anime. This this might be a little more than just anime, but this is Agent, I want to say Aika? Naked Missions. All right, so yeah, I don't know if this is a series or a movie, but it's intriguing. I'm probably going to hold on to this just because I have, like, no anime, and so anything I can add to my anime collection, I will hold on to. So I'll hold on to this one. Agent Aika, Naked Missions. I don't, am I saying that wrong? Let me know down below if I'm saying that wrong. Then we have another thin one here. BMX Bandits and Border Cop. BMX Bandits. Why do I know that name? Nicole Kidman is in BMX Bandits. Was this one just released recently on Blu-ray somewhere, maybe? I don't know. The picture quality just looks so bad. So I am just going to go ahead and donate that one as well. Oh, this is cool. Demonic with Tom Savini. You know what? I think this is a duplicate from one of the films I saw, or I picked out from the one of the other boxes, so I'll probably end up just donating this, but let me just double check that real quick. So I made the choice for some dumb reason not to add any of the other boxes into my collection app until I was done with everything. I have to change that idea because I don't see it over here, but it would be a lot easier if I just typed it into my collection app. So I don't think this is the one with Tom Savini that I already picked out. So if not, I will hold on to this. So this will go into the keep pile for now. All right, so the next one here is Dream Slashers. Look at that cover. That is fantastic. So let me see what this is. This is another not Coen brothers, but like Cohen brothers, which there was another one that I picked out earlier in these boxes that was also a Coen brothers production, but You Shouldn't Have to Dream Alone. So I have no idea. What would you do? You know you should run, but you're not going to, are you? Remember, you've been warned. These dream slashers are much more than they seem, and you'll probably wish you'd never heard their siren song because they might just be the last dream you ever had. This is fascinating to me. I have no idea if it's widescreen or full screen. I can't tell. A lot of these today, I just don't know. So I don't know. This is probably one that, frankly, it could have been initially full screen anyway. So I don't know. This one looks too interesting to pass up. I'm going to put it in the keep pile and see what I can find out about it. But next up is Silent Hill. And I just don't like this movie. I know that's sacrilege. It does have a Scream Factory release. Everybody loves this one, but I am not a fan. So I don't think I own, you know what? I don't remember if I own this one or not. But either way, I'm getting rid of this one. So moving along. We have Cursed. I really like this. This is a Wes Craven film that I think is one of his more underrated. It is a werewolf movie, but this one is always, it just gets so much hate. But Christina Ricci is in here, Joshua Jackson, and Shannon Elizabeth. And I always enjoyed this one since the first time I watched it. But I found this one either at a thrift store or disc replay sometime within the last couple of years here. So I do already own that one, so I will put that one aside as well. But let me just double check that. I double checked. I do own Cursed already on DVD, and I do own Silent Hill on Blu-ray, so I don't need either of those. But next up here, another really good cast. This is The Ice Harvest. We have Billy Bob Thornton and John Cusack, and then Connie Nielsen. I don't recognize the name, but she looks familiar on the back here. So I guess this is a hilarious and unpredictable thriller. So yes, it is in widescreen. Yeah, this looks pretty darn interesting. I'm definitely going to hold on to this one. I don't know anything about it, but the cast is good enough for me. So holding on to that. And then the last one from the first half of the box here, we have Lake Placid. Awesome. So when I talked about this in whatever box it was, I said that I didn't own any of the Lake Placid movies, but that's actually not true because I do have this one on Scream Factory Blu-ray. So this one, because I do already own it on Blu-ray, I just keep saying things and then I just want to double check myself because I don't want to put it down and then realize that I don't already own. Yes, I do own this one on Scream Factory, so I can put back Lake Placid, but yeah. Really excited to get to these at some point. I hope I find more of the series as I go through these boxes because I would love to have the entire franchise. That'd be really cool. And then next up we have Tomb Raider, The Cradle of Life. So this is one that I do already own on Blu-ray, I think. I know these are actually available on 4K, but I recently upgraded them to Blu-ray, and so I figured, you know what, that's probably good enough for these. I've seen these when they were in theaters, and I've not seen them since, so I don't know how they're going to hold up, but I love Angelina Jolie. Unfortunately, I do already own that, so that'll go in the trade pile. And then we have Prozac Nation with Christina Ricci. So this is one I've heard about in the past, but I've never actually seen before. and it's in widescreen, so I will hold on to this. Christina Ricci is just an excellent actress, and so, yeah, definitely holding on to Prozac Nation. Next up, it looks like a horror movie here. This is Evil Remains. So scarier than Cabin Fever, more terrifying than Jeepers Creepers. Please be in full screen. And it is, thank goodness. I'm holding on to this one. I have no idea if this is going to be any good or not, but with a tagline like that, or a pull quote like that, why not give it a shot? So Evil Remains is going into the keep pile. And then we have Frida. So this is familiar, but I've never seen this before. I know that. And this is in widescreen. Winner of 2 Academy Awards, including Best Original Score. So, you know what? I'll hold on to this one. I don't know much about it, but it looks like it might be a good one. Nominated for 6 2002 Academy Awards, including Salma Hayek for Best Actress. So basically this is a biopic, it looks like. Yeah, so yeah, we'll see if this one is any good, and I'm definitely going to hold on to this. Frida with Salma Hayek. I randomly found like a miniature battleship or something in the box, so that's completely random. But anyway, so here are a handful of these thin ones again. So we have Hercules and the Hercules Prisoner of Evil and Hercules and the Princess of Troy. I hate that I'm intrigued by these, but I'm going to put this in the maybe pile and take a look and see if I can find anything more out about it. And we have Crossbar and Good Against Evil. I don't know those. I'm going to put those in the trade pile. Tom and Jerry and Friends, 2 hours of cartoons. You can see on the back there what's included. I'll just end up trading that off. My daughter won't be too interested in black and white cartoons. And then we have Bill Paxton in Slipstream. And then Abraxas with Jesse Ventura. Are you kidding me? Jesse the Body Ventura? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, it's moving around in here, so it's probably not going to be in the best shape. But it has Jesse Ventura in it. It's going to go in the maybe pile. I need to take a look at this and see what it is. I think I actually might already have Slipstream on one of those like Dollar Tree movie packs. We have a Boris Karloff double feature, The Snake People and Sabaka, aka The Hindu. Another one, I probably already own those because they're probably, royalty free. I always forget the word when I go to say it. Copyright free, whatever the term is. I always forget it. So then we have Snow Beast and Curse of the Swamp Creatures. Clint Walker, Bo Hop. I don't know. This one looks pretty interesting too, but it's just like, why am I going to watch these? I don't know. I don't think I am. Like, cover looks pretty great for Curse of the Swamp Creatures though. Yeah, I'm going to put it in the maybe. Just going to put it in maybe and move on. I'll take a look at it when I'm done filming. Next up we have, oh yes, this looks great. This is Deep Evil. And this is in, so it says 1.78 to 1, but then it says full screen. So I don't know what that means exactly, but I'm going to hold on to this one for sure. This is Terror Has No Cure. So it looks like potentially a space horror, which I love space horror. So going to hold on to Deep Evil. That looks like a lot of fun. And then Mark Wahlberg in Shooter. This is another one where I believe I actually picked this up in a multi-pack when I was at Big Lots sometime last year. Yes, I do own that one on Blu-ray already, so I can put Shooter into the trade pile. Okay, this is very weird. All right, what? Okay, Negatron, a digital comic book. Episodes 7 to 12, so it's not even the first part of this. So volume 2, episodes 7 to 12, a digital comic book. I haven't the slightest idea what this is. I would guess maybe something like a motion comic. I don't know, but it's volume 2, so I will trade that one away. Again, if you know anything about that, let me know. And then we have Ned Kelly. When the law tried to silence him, a legend was born. So this cast looks pretty phenomenal here. We have Heath Ledger, one of the greats. Orlando Bloom is in this. Naomi Watts and Jeffrey Rush. So another one where like the cast alone, how would I put this? How would I not keep this, right? Like that sounds really good. So this is going to go into the keep pile. That sounds awesome. And then we have the Slaughterhouse Massacre, more frightening than the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So this is in full screen, but it does say formatted from its original version to letterbox. But I don't know, like this is my kind of film. I need to look this one up just to make sure that it is actually not its original aspect ratio. So another one for the maybe pile. And then we have Lust for Dracula with kind of a weird cover art here. This, I don't know anything about this one either. Written and directed by Tony Marsiglia. Lust for Dracula is a sensual and stylish reinterpretation of the classic Bram Stoker story. I mean, oh. All right, you can see like Misty Monday, Julian Wells, Darian Kane, Shelley Jones, Casey Jones, and Andrea Davis. I don't know. This looks interesting. I'm going to hold on to this one. It's too weird not to. I wish this... Let me take a look, though, at this cover art. Oh, okay. So it's actually full-size cover art. It's just black at the top, so it looks smaller. It is a little water damaged, but we're going to hold on to it and see if it's any good or not. Sounds interesting enough. And then we have Hercules, Hallmark Entertainment. Oh, Sean Astin is in this. That's very interesting. So this is full frame version, but again, I feel like this is probably a made-for-TV movie. I'm putting this one in the maybe pile. Did I even show the back? I don't think I did. But yeah, Sean Astin is in it, so that's just intriguing to me. We're putting it in the maybe pile. I have a lot of research to do after I'm done here. And then we have a creature feature with Randy Quaid, The Day the World Ended. This looks really interesting. A suspenseful sci-fi thriller starring Randy Quaid. That is awesome. And Natasha Kinski. Okay, I'm going to hold on to this one if I can figure out what the aspect ratio is here. Widescreen and full screen presentation. So yes, I'm definitely holding on to that. It's actually in the case backwards, but that's okay. So awesome. That looks fun. All right. So this is very clearly, I think this is one of multiple adult films in this, but this is Demon Sex. It's an ultra naughty, ultra erotic sci-fi epic. I mean, like, that is insanity. 16:9 widescreen. This is just a guilty pleasure title. Like, I'm holding on to that for sure. And I know some of you in the comments will agree with me because that just looks fun. And then we have The Foreigner with Steven Seagal. So I have not spent nearly enough time in my life watching Steven Seagal movies. So this is one that I don't believe I have, if I'm not mistaken. No, I do not. So I believe I picked up a Seagal like triple feature on Blu-ray last Black Friday, but this was not included. So I will hold on to this, assuming it is in widescreen, and it is. So that's going in the keep pile. And then we have Vicious Kiss. Love Can Be Terrifying. Oh my gosh. This... Nothing is more deadly than a woman scorned. But look at the back of the box there. The screenshots on this are fantastic. Oh, I don't know. If you like this movie, check out these other Blue Laser films. There's another one that I went over that was from Blue Laser Films, but I don't know if I kept it or not. I think this one I'm going to put in the... I don't know. I'm so torn. This is just so goofy. It's like, do I really need this in my collection? Yes, I guess I do. I'm keeping it against my better judgment. Oh, and then we have Rampage, the Hillside Strangler movies. So this is directed by Chris Fisher. Hillside Strangler, like, just a very gruesome serial killer. But yeah, so this one I will hold on to. I do like to, these kind of low budget serial killer films. I know Yui Bowl does a number of those, so I will hold on to Rampage. Then we have Underworld Evolutions. This is one that I do own on Blu-ray. Hopefully I can get that 4K set here at some point because I'd really like to upgrade. And then we have Killer Weekend with Robert Miano and Eric Roberts. 2 days is just not enough to kill you all. You have 48 hours to outrun the terror. So this is going to be a slasher film. But it's done in full screen. And frankly, the back of this just does not look very intriguing at all. So I'm going to get rid of Killer Weekend. Then we have The Hills Have Eyes 2, which I do own this one as well on Blu-ray, so I don't need that. Next up is, a Freddie Prinze Jr. film with Ving Rhames. Okay, so now we're talking. This is Shooting Gallery. You get one shot at revenge. I don't know why this is familiar to me, but it is. And so I'm going to hold on to this. It is in full screen. I love Freddie Prinze Jr., so I'm going to hold on to this one and see what that's all about. Oh, a remake of mine that I absolutely love, and I know that's a very divisive opinion, but Halloween, Rob Zombie's, love this movie. I do own that already on Blu-ray, so I will trade that one away. And then we have, everything's fallen over here, and then we have The Eden Formula, Jeff Fahey. This is familiar. I think I ended up getting rid of this already. I think it was in like the first box potentially. So yeah, I will end up trading this one away as well. Even though it's a dinosaur movie, I don't know. It just looks kind of, I don't know. And then we have Breeders. All right, this is cool. They're gonna love you till you're dead. So this is in widescreen. Awesome. I'm absolutely holding on to this one. It's from writer-director Tim Kincaid. Yeah, this looks really cool. This is another one I've always heard about, but I've actually never seen before. And this is actually in really great shape. So very excited to add Breeders to the collection. I was kind of worried when we started that I wouldn't have very many to keep, but as we're getting later in the game here, there's quite a good number of these. Wait a minute. We have another movie called Breeders. How weird is that? This looks like a low budget version of Breeders. Is Breeders already low budget? I don't even know. But yeah, I'm going to hold on to this. I believe I saw something on here that said widescreen. Nope, I didn't. So I don't know if it's widescreen or full screen. Let me see if the DVD sheds any light. I'm guessing this isn't the same movie. It looks notably different, so hopefully it's a different movie. But yeah, looks really cool. I'm going to hold on to this and see what I can find out. So a second Breeders, which is really weird that it was right next to the first one. And then we have Final Destination 2, one of the best films from the series. This one just blew me away when I saw it in theaters. That opening sequence is one of the best films or one of the best scenes in any action film. But love that series. I do own that on Blu-ray. Actually, you know what? I don't think I own it on Blu-ray. I think I just own it on DVD, but I do already own it. And we have The Godfather Part Two, a classic that I don't even know if I've ever seen this one. I've seen the first one, but I don't think I've seen the sequels, which is kind of ridiculous. But I do own them on Blu-ray, so I can get rid of that. Oh, yes. We get an Asylum film here. King of the Lost World. This is one of the, an early Asylum film. Not an original one, but I'll say an early Asylum film. So this is like a King Kong style film. The original creature adventure, a must-see for fans of Lost, King Kong, and Jurassic Park. So they reference Lost, so that tells you around the era it came out. But yeah, very excited to add this one to the collection. King of the Lost World. And then Body Heat. You know what? Is this? No. Lawrence Kasdan. Not what I thought it was, but Body Heat. I feel like I just found this one recently at, I can't see him over there. I think I found this one last year at Big Lots for relatively cheap. Let me just double check really quick. No, I guess I didn't. Body Double? I don't know. I can't remember. So Body Heat. Is this one in widescreen? I do not know. Yes, it is. So, man, I don't know, because it has this sticker on it, which is not going to come off, and this is a snapper case. I don't know why I'm so torn on this one, but I think I'm going to hold off on this. I'm going to put that in the trade pile. Just don't think I need it right now. Oh, yes, this is fantastic. This is actually in my eBay cart, and it's in widescreen, thank goodness. So this is Man-Thing, based on the Marvel comic, but it's like a B-level horror film that was made out of a Marvel comic name, which is just amazing to me. I have seen parts of this, at least when I was younger, and it's not a great movie, but I want it in my collection. And like I said, it has been in my eBay cart for a few months now. I'm really glad I held off. Man-Thing is 100% going into the collection. Very cool. And then we have Godfather Part 3, another one. Like I said, I own the whole trilogy on Blu-ray. 2 more left to go here. We have Frankenstein with William Hurt, Donald Sutherland, Alex Newman, and Luke Goss. This is the full screen version, so I will get rid of this one. This looked interesting too, but yeah, I'm sure that's not originally a full screen film. So last but not least, what do we have here? Something good? Scary Movie 2. Not a bad movie, just nothing great, and one that I already do own on DVD, so I do not need this one. But yeah, so Scary Movie 2 wraps up box number 5. So man, that was a big box. So now let me go through my maybe pile and see what I'm going to keep and what I'm going to end up donating. All right, so as I was doing some research, I almost had a catastrophe where all of these movies just fell over on me. I was able to save it, though, so I'm pretty proud of myself. But anyway, so with these, all 4 of these, actually, I'm just going to hold on to them. I'm going to put them in binders, so they're not going to take up any space, so why not? I think one of these 2 movies is in full frame anyway. Again, just like Hercules, and then all of these are. I actually own Slipstream like 2 other times on collection packs, but that's all right. I really want this for Abraxas, which is is in full screen. And then both of these are also full screen. So I will binder all of these, so they will go into the keep/binder pile. And then the other two I'm keeping, Hercules and Merlin. These are actually both TV miniseries. So Hercules is actually 1.85 to 1, but I don't think there's going to be a different release of this. So if I want to ever see this, this is the way to do it. So I'm going to hold on to that one, even though it's not technically the original aspect ratio. Like, it was originally on TV, so it's probably not that different. And then Merlin is definitely 1.33 to 1. So I will hold on to both of these as well, because why the heck not? So Hercules and Merlin are going into the keep pile. Oh, and I forgot, the one I am getting rid of is Slaughterhouse Massacre, unfortunately, because this one is not in the original aspect ratio, and the reviews are pretty terrible for it. So I'm going to get rid of Slaughterhouse Massacre. All right, so here is everything that I am keeping, and this ended up being, my goodness, there it is, the bottom. This ended up being a lot better than I thought it was going to go as this video started, because there were just so many I was getting rid of. But at this point, as I'm sitting here, I have no idea what these numbers are, but you should be seeing how many I am keeping, how many are being donated or sold, and then how many are actually going into a binder. So yes, I think this ended up being a pretty successful box, and we have a whole bunch more to go. But yeah, now I have to clean these all up and get them presentable for my collection. And I do have to add the other ones into my app, because I need to just be able to search the app as opposed to looking over these stacks of movies. It just will save so much time. But anyway, guys, let me know down in the comments below, is there anything that I'm getting rid of that you guys think I should not be getting rid of? Let me know your thoughts down below. You always save at least one or two for me, so thank you for that. I really do appreciate it. But otherwise, guys, let me know if from the ones that I'm keeping, anything really good here that I should put toward the top of my watch list. I would love any recs from you guys as well. But that is going to do it for today. So if you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a like down below. That engagement really does help me out. And like I always say, I don't just talk movies, I talk all things media, be it books, movies, video games, manga, graphic novels. If it's media related, I'm interested in it. And if you are too, you might consider subscribing. All right, guys, so that's going to do it for today. I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and I want to encourage you to consume some media today. I'll catch you next time.